Hello internets, Jesus loves you. My name's Cody and this is the Christian News Show we do every Tuesday and Thursday with geeksundergrace.com. Though so far that is yet to happen. For whatever reason, I was scheduled at my weekend job last Tuesday, so I was working there. They don't even know why, but that shouldn't be a thing that happens. We should be Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on, Lord willing. Also, before we get to the news, we have a podcast and you should go check it out. It's just the Geeks Under Grace podcast. I'll leave a link in the description below because it's kind of hard to find right now, but it will be on iTunes. It's kind of like pending. I hate hearing the sound of my own voice, so I think that I need practice, but everyone else seems to really enjoy it, and the other two hosts were great, Joe and Shelly. And our first story of the day is going to be about Justin Bieber, though I've got to admit, I still don't know why I care so much. I don't listen to his music, but for whatever reason, I really want this guy to succeed in his walk with Jesus. And so I got kind of excited when I saw this. He has his album coming out called Purpose, and it's being rejected in some Middle Eastern countries for being too religious. And so there aren't a lot of details about why they decided this, but I'm kind of hopeful for the album itself. Again, not that I'll listen to it, but if it has Christian messages that thousands upon thousands, possibly, probably millions of people will listen to, that's awesome. I seriously want this guy to do just like a complete worship album, like K-Love music all the way. I'll listen to that if he could just stop going on vacation naked. I don't know, I just have a lot of hope for this guy. And then next up is a news story, and the reason I'm talking about it is because I want to know why it's a news story. Lifechurch.tv is changing its name to Life.Church, and there's an entire article about it. I don't understand. I guess it's the important things. But moving on, there is something I want to talk about that I just find amazing, and that is the Jesus-centered Bible. You've probably seen in some Bibles that whenever Jesus talks, the letters are put in red in the New Testament. Well, there's these two guys, Rick Lawrence and Ken Castor, who were inspired by that idea, but they're taking it to the Old Testament. So anywhere in the Old Testament where it references Jesus, they highlight it blue. And in this Bible, they have 700 instances where the Old Testament is referencing Jesus Christ. And they made tons of notes as to why these verses specifically were referencing Jesus Christ, but they had to leave a bunch of them out because the Bible was getting too thick. But I just found it so powerful because so many Christians look at the Old Testament and they find this huge disconnect between that and the New Testament, when actually it's all one cohesive story. It's the same God in different points of our lives. So be on the lookout for that. I think it is very, very cool. And then from that we go to the final story of the day, and usually this is just strictly Christian news, but I'm getting that Geeks Under Grace infiltration right now. Charisma Magazine is an online magazine that I've used some of their articles for the news show. But today I found this article that says 14 mass murderers linked to video games. And in it, they list a few names of mass murderers over the last few years, and they talk about how they all have played violent video games. Stating, quote, "One cannot turn a blind eye to the link between violent video games and mass murderers." And I have to admit, I am incredibly disappointed in this article. I mean, all these mass shooters owned guns, obviously. That doesn't mean that all gun owners have psychological issues. And 80% of United States households own some kind of gaming console. I made a video at youtube.com/geeksundergrace about discernment recently. The fact that we need to look at what we are playing or watching and know in what way it's affecting us. That is just our duty as human beings. I mean, instead of trying to blame everything else, why don't we look internally and realize that something is deeply wrong with us? The question becomes, how do we fix that? That's where we're going to end it today. So, question of the day, am I right in saying that video games do not cause mass shootings, or am I way out of line? I want to know what you guys have to say, so please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer. Make sure you check out geeksundergrace.com. My name is Cody Armour, bringing you Christian news in a not so boring kind of way every Tuesday and Thursday. In closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray, and to everybody like, subscribe. I will see you later, and God bless.